we're about to get into the Real Housewives of Potomac. But before we get into it, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Y'all already know what it is. Come on over here and kick it with your girl. Y'all know the drill. Hit the subscribe button. Don't wait. Do it right now. Also, before we get started, y'all, I did not watch the Christmas special of Love and Marriage Huntsville. So, if y'all looking for that, I'm sorry, but it just wasn't given for me. So, I didn't even, I didn't. So, Tia has a polo event that the ladies are attending this week. Y'all, we not doing a full deep dive. We just gonna talk about the show and we gonna go. So, yeah, just bear with me. They get to the polo event, and of course, they don't see none of us, if you get my drill. And y'all, I thought it was so funny when they were singing Lift Every Voice and Sing. I know, that was funny to me. Because I just love when they are uncomfortable, the way how when it's a lot of them and it's just one of us or maybe two of us, how we can be uncomfortable. I was like, that part was funny to me. Ashley is still trying to get everybody not to like Stacey. Like, she's asking Jazzy about Jazzy. Because y'all remember Ashley said that Stacey said that she wasn't going to the wedding. They said that the only reason Stacey decided to go to the wedding is because she knew it was going to be on camera. And Jazzy doesn't believe that. My thing with that is, Ashley, okay, first off, for me, she went to the wedding. It is what it is. Whether she said it or not. If her and Jazzy have an issue for real, and if it really was an issue, Jazzy will find out sooner or later. Like, you do not have to keep saying, questioning and basically saying, oh, I hope y'all have a good friendship and stuff. It's like, okay, Ashley, now we know you've been a hater, but girl, you looking like a real ass hater. Like, it's not that deep, I promise you. Angel is Angel. I've been saying this since they've been on, since the second episode. Angel, I don't think Housewives is for Angel. I'm just reiterate that. I feel like she's saying that the ladies haven't gotten to know her, but Angel, baby, you decided to just be Team K all the way. And I understand y'all friends. Y'all been friends for 20 years. But at the same time, you do have to realize that this is the job. This is how you make your coin. And you're going to have to get to know people for yourself without K's input. And, just to feel people out. Angel came on saying that she would get to know the ladies individually by herself. But we see that didn't happen. And now she's mad because they have, done everything to kind of ice her out at this point. But it's because they don't know you and you haven't tried to give them no real interaction for real. Angel is packing up her house because they're about to go back to Colorado. She's saying that the rental agreement is up. She's saying that she did a short-term lease. But I feel like what she did was she got an Airbnb for, a period of time. She probably was just doing the filming, trying to check it out. And she got that time, and it probably went over. And the people like, we already got this booked out. These dates are already booked, so you're going to have to go. I feel like that's what happened. I could be wrong, but that's what it's giving. Y'all, did y'all catch when Kay walked in and Bobby was like, damn, we don't knock no more? I know that's right, Bobby. Because I do not, I understand, some people, it doesn't bother me. But just because Kay and Angel have been knowing each other for 20 years, have they really just been like this for 20 years? Like, I feel like, how some relationships is where, like, we've been knowing each other for 20 years and we may run in the same circles. We may kick in and stuff here and there, when we see each other. But it's not like you my best friend and we are around each other like, on a regular type thing. Bobby like, damn, you need to knock on the door. This ain't that. And so She like I said, they're packing up the house. Of course, they just got like, their clothes and stuff like that. Everything else, like the furniture and stuff, they that's the people that own the house furniture. I know some people are like, they don't, maybe she don't have the money that she say she have. I'm not gonna say that just yet, just because we are new to her. I don't know. We do know people lie for the show. But at the same time, I could see, like, if you already own a home in Colorado and you have this nice home, and then you get on the show and you don't know for sure if this is gonna be the move. Yeah, we might want to come back, but do we really want to come back? If I come back, is it gonna be worth me coming back? So I can see I would have probably rented a house versus Airbnb, but that's just me. The Airbnb probably could have been better, just so if you have a contract, but it's not like a rental agreement or anything, so I feel like maybe that was the easier route, and it may have been cheaper. I know they're gonna talk about saying, Wendy said that she said that she wanted a house to look a real nice house, but on a cheaper budget. And Airbnb probably was cheaper, depending on. It just depends, honestly. Tia did say that she would help them look for a house. Now, I did hear that. I was like, now, Angel, you might be lying a little bit, because she said that they are working with a realtor. But then Bobby was like, well, damn, we've been on Zillow this whole time, and you got a realtor in the group. Like, what the fuck we doing? But, like, you gotta do what you gotta do. If you didn't know that you wanted, how this was gonna work, with seeing how Angel has been on the show, and how a lot of people isn't liking her just because she's been following behind Kay, that might have been the best thing for her. Because if they wasn't really ready to buy in Potomac, or in that area just yet, and then just buying a home just strictly for the show, and you don't know if you coming back next season, might have not been the best move. You feel what I'm saying? Especially like just the best move on all parts, financially, all of that. So I ain't even mad at the situation. Of course, this is a show. I know a lot of y'all be getting in y'all feelings. Y'all don't know, some of my lip. But this is a show. A lot of y'all be getting in y'all feelings and get mad when people do messy stuff. But we literally wouldn't be watching these shows if it wasn't messy. So, I don't know. But Tia tells Gizelle about Angel and them packing up and moving. Gizelle basically said, oh, she only came for the show. Which is like this aha moment, like she clocking her tea. Which I get it, Gizelle, do your job. Tia, you doing your job. I'm not mad that Tia told Gizelle this is the show. Now, if it was just real life, regular world stuff, it may not have been Tia place to tell Gizelle. But some of y'all still would have went back and told. So I don't even know why y'all be so fake in these comments. But I digress. Tia, she's telling her what happened, and Gizelle is like she just came for the show. Like I just said, I don't see anything wrong with what Angel did. I'm going on the show. They probably told Angel that they are trying her out. We're going to see how it go. We're going to let you know if you're going to sign on for next season after this season. Like I said, I just literally said this, and I'm just reiterating what I said. Financially, especially a person that's financial literate, don't know their finances, don't know none of that about Angel and Bobby. But I'm just saying, a person who is financial literate, I'm not gonna up and buy a house if I'm not fixed to move there and plan on being there for good. You get what I'm saying? Like, especially if I already own a house in Colorado and that's where I've been. I'm not fixed to up and buy another house because I got on the show. Unless I knew that I was signing on for a certain amount of time. So let's say I knew I signed on for this show for this season, and I have a guaranteed 3 or 4 seasons, some stuff, something like that, where I know I'm going to be here and I'm going to be working, so we're good. Then I could see, let me go on and buy a house because I'm going to be here for a while and we're going to be back and forth a lot. Or let me go on and rent a house and for a year amount of time or whatever the case is, because I know we're going to be here a lot. But if they're just trying me out and they gave me these specific dates, maybe filming went over and that's why she's having to get out of the Airbnb. Like, that's all I could think about it. I know people are gonna try to make this, oh, she don't got the money, she don't got the money. I don't know. I don't know these people's finances personally. But when I really think about it, what she did is not like, it makes sense, put it like that. Especially from a financial standpoint. Like, why would you go blow this money on a crib just because you got it, when it's no guarantee that you're gonna still have this job next season? You get what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying, y'all. I don't see the big issue. I like to see Wendy and her family, like her and her kids and stuff. But I was just like, looking at this scene with Wendy and knowing what she going through now, I'm just like, child, baby, I know they gonna try to use all this as some type of evidence. That's all I could think about watching the scene, y'all. All I could think about, like, damn, Wendy. Y'all, Stacey is funny as hell to me. I do not care. When she said that Michelle Obama say, when they go low, we go high. So I'm gonna go high and take this gummy and meet with Kay. Y'all, I was screaming. She's like, I gotta be high to be with her. I ain't got time for this shit. Stacey and Kay sit down and they both look pretty. We know, like I said, y'all know Stacey is funny. I feel like Kay initially probably thought Stacey was an easy target, and she's finding out that, even though, like I said, Stacey lie and she be doing, she got her ways, she's not like a pushover. Now Kiana is saying that she don't know what's going on with her and Chris, but she's seen a picture of them. Girl, which is it? Did you just see the picture and just went off of what Cookie said? Well, or did you and Cookie set that up? Or are you just assuming? Like, if you don't have no real evidence, like no real truth, what are we talking about on a picture? I couldn't be on a picture with anybody. That don't mean it's something. Like, and if it was, like I've said multiple times, that man is single and divorced. Stacey was single and divorced at the time. And she has no ties to Monique. What are we still talking about this for? Baby, that Gizelle knows she can spin some shit and make up a lie. She did say that she was making up stuff before. And they just let her. Talking about Bobby don't like Eddie. But then she gonna say, no, I made that up. And y'all, when Ashley called, what's her name? Angel broke. Talking about this, she broke. Ashley, come to the front. Come to the front, Ashley. Come to the front. Yeah, you. I cannot stand bitches who be forgetting where they came from. Ashley, let's be clear. I ain't gonna take nothing from your hustle from the show. You on this show, you getting the bag from the show. Not taking it. But before this show, baby, where was you at? Do we need to call Michael Darby? Do we need to get Michael Darby on the phone? Granted, that was your husband and now that's your kid's father, your baby daddy or whatever. But if it wasn't for Michael Darby, maybe it would have been another one. But we're going to talk about this situation. If it wasn't for Michael Darby, you wouldn't even be most likely sitting in that seat, baby. And it's okay. No shade, no tea with a little bit of shade. But we're not doing that. Like, and I'm not even an Angel fan, but we're not doing that. Like, don't sit up and act like you just got it out the mud for real, Ashley. No, you married a rich, white, old man at that like other men at that. And that's no shade, no tea. That's no issue. But it's the way you try to... It's always them ones. So it's always them women who be coming from that. And when they get to a situation, when they get better, they try to act like they, so much better. Like, Ashley, I ain't even gonna go there. No, I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna go there a little bit. Ashley, you are still having to help your mother and your whole family, which is no problem. That's no issue. If you got it and you can help them, you know you should. But Ashley, come on now. I know this is full of shade, but didn't like that. Gizelle is saying she's been kicked out. Y'all know how I felt. I said it earlier. I don't think that she was necessarily kicked out. I think that she was playing it smart. I could be wrong. And if I'm wrong later on, I'll come back and say I'm wrong. But in hindsight, I don't feel like it was anything what she did was wrong. Like, I'm not fixed to move here if I don't know I'm going to be secure here. You get what I'm saying? So, that's all I really have to say. I know a lot of y'all are like, oh, Wendy. People are talking about Wendy because she was laughing at Angel, their situation. And they're talking about the situation that she's in now. It's unfortunate that Wendy's in the situation that she's in now. But doing filming, I want to talk about doing filming because now, you know, we know she don't have no room to laugh. But during filming, the stuff that was going on between her and Angel is kind of fair game. Like, y'all be, like I said, y'all don't be realizing that this is the show and this is how this goes. A lot of y'all are talking about Wendy couldn't wait to be friends with Gizelle. Like, this is a show. They're doing what they got to do to get their coin. This doesn't mean they're best friends, but whatever. I feel like Bobby may be over the whole feminine situation and stuff when he was like, they'll get there when they get there, when they call to see how far Angel was. And then they're moving, you know, they having to do all this stuff. And then she said, KD said it was far for them to drive. So Bobby probably like, why the hell y'all want to know? Which, I get it. But I did not like Ashley's comment when she was like that, why Bobby in it, why Bobby all in it, and he thinks like he has a temper on him. Okay, Ashley, quit fucking playing. Like, I didn't like that just because we already know how our men, well, just us, period, as black people, it's perceived and can be perceived, and when you use certain words, it's a turn off for me personally. And her saying that, oh, he seems like he has a temper and you don't even know this man for real. He just said we'll get there when we get there, and you know how it just, I didn't like that. I thought that was very distasteful, and yeah, that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. It's just some stuff that you don't say. Then when the ladies did see Timu, they talk about, oh, Timu is exactly how I thought he would look. Which Wendy's daughter sent me though when she looked at that potato salad. It was like, whoa, what is that? Yuck. In front of Stacey's daughter. I'm like, oh my God. Little Wendy, she said she a little Wendy. She already got the shade, child. So Angel finally arrived, and of course the ladies are being shady. I'm not gonna lie, when Wendy was saying catfish and they kept saying catfish, that was funny to me. I know a lot of y'all felt like it was mean girlish and it was bullying, but Angel and Kay have been something else this whole season. So that part was funny to me. I didn't like the part though about, you know, them saying you've been evicted. But at the end of the day, I know how it go. It's a show and they're gonna ask the questions. Like, so it really doesn't bother me. It wasn't in good taste, but then again, it's a show. So it is what it is. Yeah, I know a lot of y'all saying that y'all feel like Angel is getting bullied. I don't feel like she's getting bullied. I feel like it's a show and they are doing their jobs. And unfortunately, Angel don't know how to be quick wit in their face. Like, Angel says a lot of shady shit in the confessionals, but in the people face, she don't say nothing shady. She is like, you know, she dance around it. She act like it's okay. All you gotta do is check their ass one good time, Angel. Like, check them. Let us see that side of you, because unfortunately, Angel has been failing. And a lot of people don't like her just because the way she has been acting towards the ladies. So this is your time to shine, girl. Put them in their place. But anyways, that's it for this week, y'all. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all later. Bye, y'all.